I'd like to show you guys a workflow that I found that works really well with Flutter and Flutterflow. In many situations, what I find is that um, I I would like to set up a project and get started in Flutterflow, but then again, I would like to make changes to it, which is only possible in Flutter. And what I was able to do was actually I think works really well, which is basically you push to your repository, so you can set up a repository for your Flutterflow projects, and then you can push the code to that repository. And once you, it's called Flutterflow. The branch is called Flutterflow. So you just, when you set up a repo and you connect it to Flutterflow, then it will push to a branch called Flutterflow. So if I go to my directory where I push to, so first I push, so if I click here, I say push to repository, and then you can add a comment, which is going to be a git comment, and then you push. And then when you do that, so I can do a push now. And then you can do you can go to your directory where you clone that repository to. So this is that directory for me. So I'm actually in the iOS directory, so one level up, but I can do a git status here. And what I did was there are two branches here. One of them is created by Flutterflow. So if I say git branch R, it shows that I have a Flutterflow branch and a master branch. So I have one called Flutterflow, and what I did was I created a master branch. So now I push to the Flutterflow branch, and all I have to do, because they're going to update things, instead of trying to edit everything by hand, I save all my changes. I check all my changes into master. So now I have the changes I created in Flutterflow on the Flutterflow branch, and then I can just go into my IntelliJ, which is pointing to that directory, which is pointing to the master branch. So if I go into the Flutterflow branch, I'm going to get exactly what's exported from Flutterflow. If I go into the master branch, and in the master branch, I let's see, let me pull this up a little bit so it becomes visible. On the master branch, I'm on the master branch now. I can say that I want to merge. I go into Flutterflow, and I want to say I want to merge Flutterflow into master. When I do that, now it's merged the code that Flutterflow created with my additions. This is really useful because there are a number of things that are really awkward to do in Flutterflow, and the best way of coding and best way of using, I think, this framework is mostly Flutterflow and some Flutter. It's a combination of both, and this workflow will allow to do that very easily without a lot of extra work. Otherwise, you have to do a lot of handmade edits to try to keep the code that you created in Flutter separate from Flutterflow. And basically, what you do when you deploying the app is you're deploying from the master branch. So now I could run this application. I run the application. I'm on the master branch, and I run the application, and this is what I'm going to distribute, which is going to incorporate both the no-code environment code and my changes to that code. Thanks for watching.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.